All right, we're live.
Hello, everyone.
How's everyone doing tonight?
Well, Todd, for one, am doing fantastic.
Yeah, I heard after your big trade.
Yeah,
I'm doing pretty good since the Browns won, and that's a rarity sometimes. So it was a pretty ugly game.
Yeah, I caught the last 2 minutes on the way home. I went out, did my trade, came back. I was like, I got 1 minute. I hear it on the radio. I'm like, I better get home. Gotta get here quick, just to catch that last 30 seconds of the craziness. And I was like, all right, good. And then I watched it cut over to the Ravens and the oh my goodness, the 49ers.
Raiders. Yeah, Raiders had that field goal to win.
Yeah. Spoiler alert. So, yeah.
All right, so you ready to go ahead and open this and try these out? We're going to be reviewing the Jack Daniel's 12-year batch 2.
Nope. 2 hours from Myrtle Beach. That can't be too bad of a destination. Well, thanks for being with us.
I think that's Patrick.
Is it? Sankey?
I think it is.
Sankey 90.
I think so.
Patrick, what does that mean? Sankey? So we're going with batch 2.
Yep, Jack Daniel's batch 2. It's definitely got sweet on the nose, brown sugars, some oak. Yeah, I saw you sending the pictures, Patrick, from the Carolina game. Hi, Charles. Cheers to you. So, what do you get on the nose, Devin?
Deliciousness. This is really good.
It's really sweet on the nose. There's a lot of brown sugar and caramel on that.
Yeah, if every bourbon like this, I'd be pretty happy. This is pretty good.
Right.
Or a Tennessee whiskey, whatever. No, it's pretty good. Oh, I better put on some background music for us.
There you go.
Let's see here. Hey Alexa, play Jazz Bar Radio on Amazon.
Oh, that's got a really nice mouthfeel and finish.
Hey Alexa, play Jazz Bar Radio on Pandora.
It's kind of a little bit of oak, some sweetness.
Yeah.
There's a little bit of it's a little peppery for a Jack, kind of on the finish. It's got a little bit of pepper.
Yeah, it's going. I haven't even tasted it yet.
It's got a little bit of that butterscotch in it, some sweetness with that brown sugar and butterscotch with a little bit of pepper. It's I don't know if it's as good as last year's, the batch 1.
I'm not sure if I've had the batch 1.
Batch 1 last year, which just absolutely blew me away, but this is very good.
Do you have the batch 1?
I do. Yeah, I have batch 1.
We'll have to compare them or something. Hey Alexa.
I have batch 1. I have Jack 10, batch 2 and 3 of batch 10.
Okay.
Or Jack 10, I should say.
Yeah, I don't have any Jack 10, but hopefully soon. We'll see.
Yeah, that's really good. That's got a great mouthfeel for 107 proof. Sweet and oaky.
Yeah, that's good.
That's really hard to beat for $90.
Hey Alexa, volume
So
up.
we hit our 500 subscribers. So we will be doing our giveaway that we talked about before. In fact, this Thursday, I will be posting a giveaway video. So be on the lookout for that. It will have instructions on how to enter the giveaway. And we're going to let that run until next Wednesday. And on next Wednesday, we'll shut it down. We'll gather all the entries. And then on Saturday, the 27th, or Saturday, the 28th, which is going to be my birthday, we're going to do a live stream drawing and like 500 subscriber celebration. And we'll draw the winners, using random.org. So that's how you're going to enter. Again, this Thursday, I'll post a giveaway video. It'll have the instructions on how to enter the giveaway, and it'll run through next Wednesday. I'm going to gather up all the entries, and we'll do a live stream where we pick the winners. You haven't seen JD 10 or 12 for less than $250? You know what? That's the good thing about living in a control state is we don't have those secondary price markups. The bad thing is it's hard to get stuff. You got to fight for it, but you're paying MSRP.
Good. Yeah.
That is a fantastic pour.
Yeah, this one's really good.
I think when I do my end of year bracket for best of the year, this one will be in it, like the Jack 12 was last year.
Mm-hmm. I'll have to have you talk to my wife or whatnot about doing that for me and figuring that out, because I got to do one of those too, I think. Like 12 days of whiskey or something.
Yeah, I can help you out to get that set up.
Yeah.
No, I do a 32 team bracket, 32 bottle bracket for my best of the year. So on top of the giveaway, which I just talked about, this weekend I'm going to be traveling. I'm going down to Memphis. I'm going to be doing a barrel pick at Old Dominic. And as I go through Kentucky and Tennessee, I stop and hunt at liquor stores all along the way. And remember, if you see me at a liquor store, so if you're Kentucky or Tennessee this coming weekend, you come up and you say the best bourbon or whiskey, and you will get to draw a sample to take home. So if you're in Kentucky or Tennessee, see me, come up and just say something, and you'll have a chance to take a sample home.
Todd, do you want to pull a random one out of there and show them what they could get?
Sure. We'll do a random pull.
Old Jack number 7.
No. Four Roses single barrel proof OESF OHLQ pick. 11 years and 3 months. Tier 3, 117 proof.
Thank you, Sandy.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
All 10 samples I'm taking with me are all good samples. None of them are junky samples. You live in Charles says he lives in North Florida. We don't see much allocated product.
Do you ever go into like
No, I lived
or something like that? Or like Georgia? I'm not sure what they have.
Going to where?
If you're in like a close state to like another one, do you ever go into like see if you can get any of their allocated stuff? I think Alabama is an ABC state, but I can't remember if it is or not.
Alabama's awful on the shelves. I've hunted in Alabama when we went through, and it's a graveyard there. Georgia's much better.
Yeah.
I grew up on the Panhandle, Charles. I don't know where in Florida you are, but Pensacola has some good shops. So we're going to try this new Riff single barrel. You ready to move on to that, Devin?
Mm-hmm.
So this single barrel is a new Riff single barrel pick from the Ohio Bourbon Barrel Club, which is our bourbon club that we're in. It's actually a pick we did in 2023. It is 114.6 proof. Barrel number 17770.
So it's distilled in March of 19, bottled in May.
And when you do a new riff pick, I don't know.
And then the aroma is grilled fruit, which I definitely
When you do a new riff pick, they will engrave the bottle for you.
Grilled fruit, maple, banana, baking spices.
Hey, Charles. Yeah, so I actually grew up in Niceville. But there are some good shops in Pensacola. If you make your way up there, they at least have some decent barrel picks. I've gotten an Old Forester single barrel proof pick from the Pensacola store.
Yeah, you can wear an MSRP.
Yeah, that's kind of fruity on the nose.
Like if you took pineapple and you put on the Blackstone.
That's definitely fruity on the nose.
Put on some smoked meats. Maybe.
You know, actually, yeah, I can see that. There is like a citrusy note to it.
Like a rye old fashioned that was on a barbecue.
And I also get the baking spice, like a nutmeg, just a little bit of pepper.
It also tastes like peppered, buttered pecans. Yeah, that's it. I'm trying to think of where else I could take that journey of this thing. And I'm like
I get like the nut. I get nutmeg and butterscotch.
Yeah. I think when this was first opened, it was like really like brash with the peppery pecan note. I think it really kind of like mellowed out a little bit since it's been open for a minute. But
yeah, I get a pretty strong nutmeg, a little bit of butterscotch in there. But you can definitely get those baking spices on it, a little bit of that sweetness, a buttery sweetness.
Mm-hmm. I actually have the barrel this came out of. Yeah, it's right over there.
Yeah, you did get that barrel. Yeah. Yeah, so I'm a big New Riff fan. I've done several barrel picks with them. So I like their stuff in general.
And you can see the color on it too. I don't know if you can see it.
Yeah, for 114 proof, it's got a really nice finish.
Yeah, it sucks. I think when we did the pick, they don't tell you the proof or the age or anything. It's just like, here you go. You have to kind of guess which is which is kind of nice in one way, but the other way you're kind of like, I really want to know if it was a 6-year, a 4-year, 133 proof versus 110 proof.
Yeah, so when you go down to the distillery to New Riff to do a barrel pick, they give you 6 samples, just labeled like 1 through 6, and they give you a sheet with 6 different their like tasting notes and stuff like that, and it tells you the age, but you don't know what part of the sheet corresponds to which sample. So it's not like 1 is 1, 2 is 2. So you don't know which one you're really picking until the end when you give your final choice and they tell you which barrel it was. So you may pick the oldest, you may pick the youngest, and you don't know the proof until it's actually bottled. So they don't proof them out of the, at the barrel. You have to wait till it's bottled and you go to pick it up and they tell you what the proof was.
Yeah. It's kind of cool.
Oh, hi, Major.
Versus like the sticker, they actually laser engrave every bottle. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, they engrave the back of the bottle when you do a barrel pick with them. Hey, Major, I'll be seeing you this coming weekend at the barrel pick. But yeah, so I'm a big New Riff fan. I like that a lot.
Yeah.
Whenever we do our first barrel pick for the channel, Devin, it might need to be a New Riff.
Might be.
If nothing, another reason, because I have a good relationship with them, I know I can get a send pretty easy. Yes, my wife and I are doing the whole day. We're going to be there for the liquor store takeover, the barrel pick, the dinner, and the bottle share after. So we'll be there.
Yeah.
Charles, you like their 8-year rye? You know, their 8-year bourbon's really good too. If you haven't had it, I like the 8-year bourbon from New Riff. The 6-year malted rye, the Balboa rye, just in general, I think New Riff it does a really good job, and I think they really did things right starting out. Yep, there's the 8-year bourbon. It's really good too.
I'll just leave it up here. I haven't opened mine yet. I've had a sip from I think it was Craig's or yours or whatnot, and I was like, all right, but they haven't opened it yet. Waiting on it.
Yeah, it's a really. I think New Riff's done a great job. You know, when they started out, they sourced like a lot of new distilleries do, but they didn't put New Riff as wasn't their brand when they sourced. They were actually OKI, and they just ran their sourced whiskey as OKI until their stuff aged 4 years, and then they switched their brand over to New Riff. So all the stuff that's New Riff has been their distillate. They never sourced New Riff. You know, they dropped that OKI brand after their stuff got aged, and the OKI you're seeing now isn't coming from the same distillery. Someone bought that brand from them.
Ooh. Yeah, that mellowed out pretty well, that one.
That's got a really good finish for 114 proof.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it stays with you for sure. Yeah, I like New Riff, and their master distiller was actually the master distiller for MGP, and that's where he came from. They brought him from MGP over to be the master distiller at their distillery. So if you do like some of the MGP stuff, then you know it's the same guy distilling it. So yeah, I always tell everybody, if you haven't tried the New Riff, especially the single barrels, you should try their single barrels. They're good. They are a lot of differences though. Like when we did the pick, Devin, there's a major difference between the different barrels we tried.
Yeah, the one we were like, this one.
They're not all the same. Yeah, one of them was really bad, and then the other ones were all pretty good. But there was one that was just.
Did one person actually like that one? I'm trying to remember which one it was, but I remember everyone was like, nope.
I think Brett did.
Yeah, I thought he liked the second one.
It was Brett or John. I don't remember who.
Yeah, this was the 17770. We liked this one the most, and I think it was like unanimous except for one person. I was like, oh, well, 7-1 or whatever it was.
Yeah, but there was. I think you're right. Brett voted for the other barrel as the best barrel, then everybody else voted for this one. Mm-hmm. Charles says he's informed of a fresh crack Russell's Reserve. Celebrating the Saints dominating Cowboys. Well, awesome. It was nice to watch the Browns win. I mean, it was a really ugly game, but we still won.
Is that the 10-year or the single barrel? Or which Russell's Reserve?
If he says 15, I'm going to have to drive to his house to have a pour with him.
I think that and the VVS.
So here in Ohio,
top of my list.
Mm-hmm. The single barrel, Russell's single barrels are great. I mean, I know I've got several of them. Right now, I've got a Camp Nelson open. It's really good. Mm-hmm. Here in Ohio, this coming week, Bruce Russell is going to different locations signing bottles, and each location he's at is doing a raffle for people to have a chance to win Triumph and the Russell's 15. So I will be there tomorrow. So wish me luck.
I will not be because I found out about it 3 days ago, and it's on a Monday at noon. I was like, what in the world is this? It'd be nice if they did like, hey, it's Friday, Saturday, Sunday. You're like, okay, I can make one of these probably. But
yeah. All right. So I just want to go over with everybody now. We've got a few more people watching. We hit our 500 subscribers. So we are going to have our giveaway. This Thursday, I will be posting a video with instructions on how to enter. And the entry will run through next Wednesday. And then everybody who's entered, we're going to take out, we're going to put in a spreadsheet and assign them a number. And on the 28th, for my birthday, we're going to have a live stream. And we're going to do random.org to find the 2 winners randomly. So be watching this Thursday for a video on how to enter the giveaway. It's going to run through next Wednesday. And then the following Saturday, on the 28th, we will be drawing the winners.
could be you.
Could be.
Yeah. But yeah, we're doing the 2 special reserves and then our 2 5.
So yeah, keep an eye out for that.
Yeah, I haven't tried the Brussels 15 yet. Yeah.
We're going to do the first giveaway winner. We'll get a bottle of Weller Special Reserve, along with samples of the Michter's 10-year rye, the Michter's 10-year bourbon, the Bombergers, Shanks, and
Barrel proof rye.
Michter's Barrel Proof Rye.
Yep.
The second winner will receive a Weller Special Reserve, along with Jack Daniel's 10-year Batch 3 sample, a Stag 23C, which I was sipping on last night. It's very good. Larceny C923, Elijah Craig C923, and Old Forester 1924. So again, this Thursday, I'm going to post a video with details on how to enter. It'll run through next Wednesday. And then that following Saturday, the 28th, we're going to draw the winners. Yeah, this new riff set was a really nice pick.
Yeah, I like this one. I mean, it's the only one I've done. I tried that once. You've done.
So this weekend, my wife and I are going to be going down to Memphis to do the barrel pick. And then a few weeks after that, the weekend of October 11th, Devin and I will both be headed down to Lynchburg because we are going to Jack Daniel's for the World Barbecue Invitational. So I'm going to be on the road, this weekend and a few weekends after that for a chance. If you see me while I'm out and about, if you're in Kentucky or Tennessee, you'll have a chance to win a sample if you catch me while I'm out hunting. But yes, we will both be down at Jack Daniel's, and both this coming weekend and that weekend, we will be recording footage. So we'll have footage of different liquor stores we're going to and the different events we'll be at. So Major Zero, if he's still in the chat, I know he's going to be there this weekend when we're doing the barrel pick. He's part of the group that's doing it. And I'll be recording to do a video, but I think he might go live during the event. So
there you go. Yeah, it should be fun. Hopefully, get a Coy Hill while we're down there. The new Coy Hill. I saw the Bourbon Junkies video.
That or even a 10 or 12.
Yeah, they said don't go into it thinking it's the same as the other. It's a little different.
Yeah, so we need to get our channel up to the speed where we get media samples. So
cheers, the Blood 81. get our shelves. I got my shelves.
181. Cheers.
Yeah. I got my shelves at Home Depot.
Where did you get your shelves?
Yeah, I got my shelves at Home Depot, and then I put up repurposed barnwood on the back, toasted the shelves with a torch, and then put up black pipe shelves or like shelving, whatever they are, stanchions or whatnot, off of Amazon. And then, and then I had my buddy build me the bar top. And, and then I got these shelves over here, which you can maybe see. But, and I got that on Amazon too. So just like a little fun little...
Charles says he just joined the Patreon. Thank you very much, Charles. I just got that set up like Thursday. I was actually going to mention something about it. We plan to, starting next year, transition where we're going to actually maybe do some picks. And the people we offer the picks to first will be Patreon members. So I just haven't brought it up yet. It is in our description. Like I said, it's something new. I just got set up. But cheers to you for being, I think, the second person to join now. As for Michael, for my shelves, same as Devin, I actually got my black pipe shelving off of Amazon, and I went to a Home Depot and got the wood and just stained them myself and set them up. So just kind of home built. What barrel picks are we doing? It's going to be next year. We haven't quite decided yet. Our first pick will probably be another new riff. I actually have a pretty good relationship with the distillery, so I know we can get in there to do it. So we might start out there. But, depends how big the channel grows and how much demand there is and what we'll do. I mean, I do a lot of traveling. I'm willing to go places to do barrel picks. So like I said, this coming weekend, I'm going to be down in Memphis at Old Dominic to do one. So I'm definitely willing to travel to do a barrel pick.
I'll try to reach out to makers and do it. Bourbon or rye pick, that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, right. You got some of the SLB picks, Cedar Ridge. I've never had that. I'm not familiar with Cedar Ridge.
I haven't had that one either.
No, I haven't had that one. We are also looking at doing some distillery, almost kind of like documentary, like behind the scenes. We've reached out to a few distilleries, and we've got some responses to some that seem interested in having us come out. We'll be able to maybe interview some of the people involved, like the master distillers or blenders, people like that, and get some behind the scenes footage. So we're working on setting some of that stuff up as well.
More to come. Hopefully the next couple has more of that coming out. Yeah, I know, Renee.
Yeah, we're gonna have a ton of content coming with us doing traveling.
Yeah, I'm gonna start getting some.
Like I said, we've got over the next 5 weeks. Over the next 5 weeks, I'm going to be taking 3 different trips. So there's going to be a lot of footage besides just like our normal footage we record. We're going to have some stuff while we're out and about doing, more store hunts and things like that, which people seem to love. The store hunt videos, people seem to really love those.
Sometimes you're just like
Bourbon Hunter.
And you're putting one on. You're like, you know what? Let's see where Bruzel or whoever's at, looking for whatever. And then you're like, oh, I'm actually going there sometime. I better put that one in my my journal or something.
Well, Patrick, you probably do travel the most. I agree with you because you only work 2 days a month, but you don't necessarily travel doing whiskey stuff. It seems like all our trips, most of them are related to distilleries or events and stuff like that. You travel because you've been in like 6 weddings in the last 2 months.
At least that's what it seems like.
Yeah.
It'd be fun to be on.
Oh, he called me.
Whatever.
He called me the first week of September and said, "Oh, I've hit my goals for the month." It was like the 3rd day of the month. You know what?
Yeah, Charles,
Now that I've
okay.
had that, a little more warm up.
Two visits. Go ahead, Todd.
Now that I've had a little bit of warm up, I'm going to go back and hit the jack again.
Oh yeah, I finished that one off.
Since it was kind of my first pour.
I went back to
I'm
my
going to pour some more.
Eagle Rare opener, and then we will go to something else after this.
Charles says he'd love to see some of the smaller local distilleries from around the country. More reasons to take wandering vacations and visit interesting places. I've been to a lot of the non-standard distilleries, quite a few of them. There's actually one in the Poconos in Pennsylvania where I actually really like their bottle. It's Holy Ghost Distillery. They do a 4-grain cast drink that's actually pretty darn good.
Yeah, Hard Truth.
Hard Truth. Renee just said Hard Truth. Yeah, Hard Truth is fantastic. I mean, the distillery is beautiful, the grounds, and I really love the stuff they make. Their 4-grain is great. I love their straight bourbon and their sweet mash rye. They're all really good. But the 2 distilleries we're talking about kind of doing the behind the things stuff aren't major distilleries. They're going to be those like kind of craft local. Well, one's local, one's in Kentucky, but they're both kind of the craft bourbon distilleries or smaller distilleries.
Hey, Matt, welcome to the party.
Hey, Matt, how's it going?
Matt, what are you sipping tonight?
Hard Truth would be a fun pick. I would love to do a pick of Hard Truth. I think Hard Truth is fantastic. It's one of my up-and-coming distilleries. Nashville, Indiana. Not Tennessee, but Nashville, Indiana. They're about an hour outside of Louisville into Indiana.
Matt, you got to pump
beer,
that up.
Boo.
Beer out of here. Boo. Yeah, Todd, maybe we'll have to do a Indiana trip one of these, and like maybe a Louisville and then Indiana or something like that. That might be a fun little trip.
That's what we did when we headed out west. We went to Louisville that early morning, and then we went from there to Hard Truth. We went through Indiana into Missouri and all that. So, but we hit different distilleries all along the way. That's when we went to Ben Holiday, and Jay Rieger's over there in Missouri too. So, what do I recommend? I'm not sure what you got, Matt. I know your collection's not quite that big yet, so.
Matt, Blanton's
you still got that Knob Creek single barrel?
Blanton straight from the barrel. Blanton straight from the barrel. You still have Booker's too?
Actually, we probably should give him a warm up. We should probably give him a warm up, Devin, if he's just been drinking beer.
That beer's a great warm up, you know. Nice low proof, easy going. Yeah. All right. Let's see. I recommend. Okay, you got the Booker.
I know you also if
Yeah. You know what? How about just Buffalo Trace?
You got that Knob Creek 12, right? Warm up with that Knob Creek 12.
Knob Creek 12. Yeah. Do a small blind flight of the Knob Creek 12.
Yeah, warm up with the Knob Creek 12.
And the Bookers. And there's your night. Bam. Yeah, see if your wife will pour that for you, and then you're just like, all right, here we go.
Yep, and that'll be how you get started for the evening. Yeah, but like I was saying, we will be doing our giveaway Thursday. I will be putting out the video. Bengals 22, Chiefs 17.
Did the game end yet? Or is it still going?
Man, I hate the Chiefs, but as a Browns fan, I don't want the Bengals to win.
Oh, no.
It's still got to be going on. I mean, it was like first quarter when I came down.
Especially when they're playing anyone in the conference. Or, I'm like, oh, yeah, let's go.
That's the only reason I'd want them to win, because they're playing somebody in our conference. But Thursday, we're going to be setting up the giveaway. So keep an eye out for that. Keep an eye out for me as I'm traveling. Maybe you can win a sample. In the description of our videos, we did set up a Patreon. If you're interested in joining, you can even go join the free tier just to be a member. And we also, if you're interested in any Whiskey Sippers gear, t-shirts and hats and stuff, we do have a website up. It's whiskey-sippers.com. That's also in the description of our videos. So there's hats and t-shirts, and there's a couple of glasses and stuff, but they're not Glenn's. Yeah, we need to work on getting Glenn's, but
it's all about the Glenn's. All right, everyone out there. What other?
And that Jack 12 is so good. Now I'm getting that banana. I'm getting that banana on that Jack 12 now that I've kind of warmed up and I come back to it.
Yeah.
So good.
Oh yeah, I finished it
I'm
off.
so looking forward to our trip down there.
As much as I want to have more of this, But spoiler alert, I did another bottle of it today, so very excited. That now I have a backup because this one is it's getting down to about the last third of it.
Yeah, this is, man, the Jack is just so good. 10 and 12 both. They're just Jack Daniels, Old Number 7. I mean, unless you're mixing a Coke, no, I don't want to drink it straight. But when you get to the Jack Daniels special offerings, their special offerings are fantastic. They're single barrel proofs, even the regular single barrel selects, the 10s, the 12s, the special releases like your twice barreled rye or the Coy Hills. I mean, it's so good once you get outside that kind of just mass market Old Number 7.
Yeah. What was it? 10 batch 3? Is that the one we liked a lot?
Yes, Jack 10 batch 3. That's this year's is really good. Yeah.
All right. Well,
JD10 versus JD12. Thoughts?
JD12.
I like 12 because of the proof. I just like having that higher proof.
There.
But
I guess Anna says I have to have the Maker's Mark cellar age, so here we go.
The 24, the Cellar Age 2024 got released this week at the Bourbon Festival.
I know, and I couldn't go. Could not be.
It's going to be out. I just couldn't bring myself to go because I got so many trips coming up.
Yeah, I had training, so I was like, well, if I didn't have training though, I would have probably been down there for 4 days. So.
Well, we'll see if I get maybe I can catch something this weekend when I go down, hopefully.
Yeah, I think it just seems like what they did was they just left barrels from last year, and they're like, we'll just hold on to these for the next year. Because the proof went up about 4 proof, and
just let them continue to age.
So.
Yeah, I think they had the same barrels. They just let barrels continue to age. They're just a year older.
It's kind of like the 13th colony double oaked, where they were like, well, we'll just make batch 1 the same age as batch, or a year later for batch 2 or whatever. So, oof.
I saw an email. I got an email from 13th Colony. I think they're double oak. I think it was about this year's double oak coming out, which we'll never see, of course. We don't even get 13th Colony in Ohio, so the only way I'll see it is if we catch it out traveling.
There was a raffle.
Anyone win the raffle at Old Forester this weekend? There was, and my daughter won. She got a winning email. Yeah, they did a raffle over Friday, Saturday, and today is the last day for drawing.
So they already did the drawing on it?
So we'll see if they drew Friday and Saturday, and they're drawing today. They were drawing the last of them.
When is that drawing?
But you have to pick it up by the 18th. I don't know what time they were doing it. Last night the emails came around 7:00. But
Wednesday to go down there and get it. Or
you have to pick it up by the 18th. Yeah, you have to be down there and pick it up by the 18th. The problem is they're closed today and tomorrow. So, like, if you got your name drawn last night or tonight, you really just have Tuesday or Wednesday to get down.
Yeah.
It's like, why'd you do a drawing with a pickup window where you're closed for 2 days?
Mm. That's the reason why OHLQ is having the Russell's 15 and Triumph during the week at noon. Oh.
So less people will go.
Yeah, maybe that's
I
it.
think one of the stores that's doing the drawings it's an afternoon. Centerville. The drawings at Centerville are later, but that's all the way down by Columbus.
Yeah, so no. Yeah, I'm not going to take a day off to drive down to Columbus. Potentially, maybe, be able to buy a Russell's 15. Or you go down there and Bruce is just like, sorry you didn't win, but here's a Wild Turkey 101. You know? Oh, that's pretty good.
You're only 2.5 hours from 13th Colony, Charles. Are you one of their insiders? You know, if you go to their website, you can sign up to be an insider, and you get emails when they're doing releases. Like I got an email when they just did recently like a single barrel release that they were giving away to insiders. You can go to the distillery and buy it, but that's like, I don't know, 18-hour drive or whatever the heck it is for me. So I didn't go. But if you're that close, you should absolutely join.
Yes.
You have good luck, Devin.
Yeah. It's like, oops.
Oh, you're already an insider? Yeah, absolutely. You need to be living that close to the distillery. I tell you what, I've got the cask strength, and I really like the 13 Colony cask strength. Devin's got the double oak, and it's really good too. So
yeah, I need a backup. That was like a pure luck how I traded for that one.
Yeah. So when we go down to Jack Daniel's in a few weeks, we're actually both squires. So we'll get a chance to be in the squire tent for the barbecue, and go to the squire house and do, you can get special merchandise only squires can buy, and we'll have some live entertainment, some stuff available to us that's not in the general barbecue. So this is going to be Devin's first trip down there, I believe, right?
It is. Yep, never been. DSP.
Yeah, so he's going to get a chance to really enjoy it.
Yeah, you have to show me all the ins and outs of where we're
Centerville's
going. Lost puppy down there. Like, oh, where's what? Who? So
that's my favorite distillery to visit. If I was going to pick one distillery to visit, I'd visit Jack. It's just the whole experience, like spending the whole day is good. We do have tours booked for the day we arrive, but just the whole thing is going to be a lot of fun that weekend. We're going to definitely get footage, but yeah, it's going to be a good time.
Yeah, I'm excited for the tour because I've never been there. So I'm sure you're like, I've been there once or twice, and I'm over here like, yeah, let's go. So.
I think this will be our 5th trip down there.
Yeah.
Pretty sure it's 5th. So yeah, it's absolutely a good time. We've done, it's I have a good time in Kentucky too. I have a good time in all the distilleries, but Jack's just my favorite.
Yeah, we'll do a stop down.
I know you like to go to Michter's, but is that really your favorite?
No, Michter's is pretty good.
You hardly knew her.
No. As you can, I don't know if you can all see, but I'm a huge Michter's fan over here.
We've actually talked about that, Matt. We've talked about Devin and I going down like for maybe just like a couple of days just to do a lot of filming down there, to film a lot of different liquor stores we can hit, like some of the ones out of the way, and maybe hit film some few distilleries or something. And we've talked about maybe doing that sometime here in the future. Like I said, we also do have a distillery down there that's indicated they would let us come in and give us like behind the scenes tour and let us film and interview and stuff like that. So
yeah, it's always fun doing that kind of stuff. You're like, huh, I'm over here doing what? Oh, this is how they make this. It's pretty cool. So,
Hmm.
Matt, you get your flight yet, or what? You gotta let us know your thoughts.
Matt went down with us last time Devin was down with Kentucky. Matt was with us. So he didn't listen to me. Some of the bottles I told him to buy, and now he regrets it. But
Matt, what bottle do you regret not buying? That's what I want to know.
Hey, Frontiersman, how are you? Hey, I got a question for you. You're in West Virginia a lot. Have you ever been to Man Cave Distilling? Frontiers Adventures is another channel I follow. If you guys haven't seen him, go follow his channel. He actually goes out and does bourbon hunting, but he also does Bigfoot hunts. So I always watch his videos because he's out in the woods looking for Bigfoot, as well as looking at some of the liquor stores in Virginia and West Virginia.
That's what they should do.
They haven't been okay. Well, check it out.
They should change like allocated bottles to Bigfoot bottles because you're never gonna be able to find them. You know.
Because you're on the hunt. You're on the hunt for them.
Yeah, I gotta find it. Oh man. What makers was it, Matt? Was it the US one? Oh yeah, Jack Daniel's single barrel proof rye, Ice Creek barrel proof, Eagle Rare store pick. Yeah. Yeah, those are some pretty good ones.
Did the stream just go black for everybody, or was it just me?
Just you. Was it me?
Can you still see me?
I see you.
Okay, I don't know what happened. My screen went black.
You must be in the gulag. Never to be seen again. You kept talking about all that Sasquatch, stuff. You just disappeared. You're gone.
And so now the government's shutting me down. I was talking about Bigfoot.
Not me. I don't know. I'm here for a while.
Renee says Matt was being responsible with his spending. He was, but there was a couple bottles he should have got regardless.
Yeah. I heard the Baker 7 rye. Okay, I didn't hear anything that was like wowing about it. Have you tried it yet, Patrick?
I'm going. So after we do Jack Daniels, that same week when we get back, Renee and I are actually going down to the Jim Beam, like Smoke and Oak or whatever it's called, where we're going to do a tasting of the Booker's Reserves, the Little Book Infinite, and the Old Overholt 16, and the Baker's Rye. So that very next week, we'll actually be down there doing that dinner and tasting. So I'm going to be, within a span of 5 weeks, I'm going to be traveling like 3 times through Kentucky and twice into Tennessee.
Double oaked. All right. Don't worry about that. They're a dime a dozen. They're everywhere.
Let's do a different bottle, Devin. What do you want to do?
You got Russell's 13?
The only one I got open has 1 pour left. I'm saving it for a bottle kill for our 500 celebration stream.
How about 4 Roses limited edition?
Sounds good.
All right. One of my favorites. Did anyone go down to Bardstown / Cox Creek / Lawrenceburg and get a Four Roses this last weekend?
So that is the 2022 limited edition.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh. Frontiersman says they're trying some KO bare knuckle. I have never heard of that.
Knockout bare knuckle. Knockout bare.
Yeah. I don't know if I saw that bottle if I'd ever buy it.
Yeah.
That's definitely by far the best Four Roses nose. That limited edition, it's going to be the best nose and palate. I mean, there are some of the recipes I like, some I don't like that much really from Four Roses, but the limited edition is so good.
Yeah.
A Virginia distillery. I went to a Virginia distillery. Oh man, I have to go dig the bottle out of the barrel. I can't remember the name of it now. It was a ranch. It was a farm where they did everything grain to glass. It was down by where those big caves are. Mm. Mm. Cast strength single barrel is generally the way to go. Oh, that's just the best Four Roses. And it's got such a pretty bottle.
And I mean, I know it's allocated and all, but of all the allocateds, it's one of the better ones to like find, I think, for like the price.
What are they running now? $199? Did they go to $199?
$20. They were $180, then they were $199, and this year they're $220, I believe. So I think this weekend distillery they were like $240 something, $250 out the door. So
I think this one was still $180, the 22.
Yeah, I got this one for $179.99 at Giant Eagle one morning when I waited there really early with the wife, and we each got one, and I was like, this was exciting.
I'll be right back.
Yeah. I've tried the 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. I always come back to the 22. Yeah, I know everyone says the 19 is the legendary, like really rare one, whatever, but I've had it in a blind with, and it was 18, 19, and 20 at Lizardville in Bedford, which I don't know here in the Cleveland. But yeah, they had that out there, and they were very close, 18 and 20. So the 19 just nosed out. Pretty close.
All right, Frontiersman. This is the only Virginia distillery I've been to. River Hill Distillery.
Yep. See you, Patrick. Have a good time driving.
In Lurie, Virginia. All right, Patrick. Hey, we'll see you in a couple of weeks. Yeah, we went to the Lurie Caves, and this distillery is in that area. And it was a farm, and they decided to start their own distillery, so they grow their own grain and everything. But to check it out, they have a bourbon, they have a straight corn whiskey, and they do like moonshine type stuff. So this was their bourbon, and it was it's like I think it's 90% corn or something. So it's really high corn bourbon or whatever. So, but it was a really nice farm they're on. And we really enjoyed the Lurie Caves and just the whole area.
Yeah. Never been. Well, maybe through for like we did Boy Scouts, we did like whitewater rafting and all that down there, but never been to those distilleries in Virginia.
So I've been to Virginia twice. We went to Lurie to the caves, and we went there. And I took Renee for her birthday a couple of years ago to Mountain Lake Lodge, which is in Virginia, and that's where they filmed Dirty Dancing. So those are my 2 Virginia trips that I've been to.
Dirty Dancing, never heard of it.
Yeah. Well, it was probably like 20 years old by the time you were born. So
I think it was 1987, 6, 7.
it was a long time ago. Long
I
time
hear
ago
that
now.
Be in the corner.
Yeah. Well, when we went to the restaurant, we sat. Renee sat in the corner. So I actually said that.
Yeah.
You live about 40 minutes away from Mountain Lake. Man, that was beautiful. It was a beautiful hotel, beautiful area. It was just, it's fantastic down there. I love being up like around the mountains and stuff. And also we were close. We went down to, was it Blacksburg, where the college is. We went into town and went to like the farmer's market and stuff. So it was a good time.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we've done a lot of the trips that we do. The most beautiful place we've been has been Estes Park in Colorado. Man, the Rocky Mountains are just amazing. Mm.
Mm. Well, Todd, we're almost to that hour point.
Yeah, that limited edition is really good.
Giveaway and all that one more time.
Yep, I'll go over stuff one more time. All right, so we finally hit 500 subscribers. Well, I shouldn't say finally. I mean, we've only been around like 3 months, so I think we're doing pretty good, actually.
Mm-hmm.
But we said when we got 500 subscribers, we would do a giveaway, and we have hit 500 now. So our giveaway is a bottle of Weller Special Reserve, along with samples of Baumburgers, Michter's 10 Bourbon, the Michter's 10 Rye, the Michter's Barrel Proof Rye, and Shanks. That will be one winner getting that. The other winner will get a bottle of a Weller Special Reserve, along with samples of the Old Forester 1924, the Jack Daniel's 10-year Batch 3, Stag 23C, Larceny C923, and Elijah Craig C923. So this Thursday, I'm going to post a video with instructions on how to enter the giveaway. It'll run until next Wednesday. On Wednesday, that will be shut down, basically the entry, and we'll create a list and give everybody a number. And then on the 28th, before my birthday party, we'll have a live stream, and we will use random.org to determine the winners. So watch for this Thursday for the entry for the giveaway. And the following week on Saturday, we'll be pulling the winners. You don't have to be present to win, but if you want to see if you won, that's nice. Otherwise, we'll be trying to reach out to you. Also, I'm going to be traveling a lot over the next like 4 or 5 weeks. And if you catch me out in a distillery or at a liquor store where I'm hunting, if you come up to me and say the best bourbon or whiskey, you'll have a chance to pull a sample from the sample pack I bring. I also want to say we did recently start a Patreon. It is in our description. It's brand new. You can go and join, and it's what we're going to use in the future to determine like tiers for our barrel picks, as well as we're going to have some Patreon-only videos and things like that. And if you're interested in buying any Whiskey Sippers gear, we have a website. It's whiskey-sippers.com. Again, that's in the description. So there you go. There's the whole rundown, Devin.
Yep. Charles, it's not a bad idea. So
Charles says Patreon members get an extra entry. In the future, when our Patreon grows, we will have Patreon-only giveaways for some things. So that is something that's kind of planned in the future. Is we will have like a monthly Patreon giveaway. So, like I said, yeah. I just got it up and running this past week. So this is actually the first time we've actually talked about it. We haven't talked about it in any of our videos or anything. So it's new. All right. So until next time, Everybody remember, the best bourbon or whiskey.
One you like the most. Thanks for watching.
Yep. And be on the watch out for our video posting tomorrow. See you guys.